start from this side.
Okay, what side do you want? This side can start. So this is the yes, we do need to spend more money side on poverty programs, right? So this side can start first. They're going to present their argument, and then the other team can respond. People on the yes side can kind of add research and statements to that argument too. Does that make sense? So it's kind of a discussion / debate, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's why it says kind of debate, right?
What?
That's why it's a kind of debate.
Exactly. Exactly right.
I'll start.
All right, Skylar.
Wait, so I have a question first.
Okay, yes.
Do I just read what it says? Like, oh, you want to read? Well, I don't want to go in order.
Oh my god.
It's that complicated.
Okay. Can we just read what our argument is?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you can.
No, we just guess what it is.
Listening ears, thank you.
In order to ensure that more Americans are able to come out of poverty, it is necessary to increase the amount of money being given to the organizations supporting poverty to give them a sense of normality and eventually get them back on their feet and make it so more people are able to live a decent lifestyle with little to no government assistance in the future.
That's false.
Where do you think that money will come from?
Wrong. Because we are $22 trillion in debt right now, and we cannot afford to spend billions of dollars on welfare.
Yeah, you live here too, so
It's our problem.
The people who are given money to get back on their feet will eventually get better jobs, assuming that they can, keep living with food and water and not die from not having any government health care or anything like that.
Yeah, but what's saying, like, if you give a poor person money, what says that he's gonna, like, try to get a job with that? He could, like, go buy drugs or something.
Well, there's no chance he's gonna get a job if he has no food to eat.
I don't think you pay someone to give you a job, by the way. I think you have to do other things in order to get that job.
you can't just giving someone money won't have them get a job. They have to go out and do something to get that job, whether they have money or not.
Yeah. Our second argument is lots of people misuse welfare as their main source of income. Like right here, they get paid $6,249 per year just for food stamps, and then that's how much money they save by using food stamps. And then they save $12,703 a year on housing, and then when you total it, we have a bunch. And when you total it all up, they pretty much make $43,000 a year just from the government paying them, like giving them benefits and stuff.
Too many people are like living off welfare and not actually going to find a job. Yeah, they think they take advantage of the welfare and they think it's like their job.
Yeah, they don't try to like improve it with the help they get. They just think it's all their thing.
So if you were a person living in poverty, would you think differently about the amount of money the government would give you for food?
What do you mean by that? Like, could you restate that?
Like, put yourself in their shoes. Like, would you think that the money you're getting from the government is enough to support you and make sure that you're like stable, whatever?
I think so, because we have here that, from one of our sources, that it's roughly $20 an hour on average, so I feel like you can get pretty good with that throughout your life. And with the stuff that, besides that, like the food stamps and all the Medicaid and all that you get, I think you'd be just fine off the welfare.
Well, so one of our sources, in 2019, one person living in poverty will gain about $192 a month, which is about $140 per person per meal, which is $2,503 a year.
Where'd you find that?
Budget House Back Up.
Yeah, so if you get $20 freaking hour for Medicare, then minimum wage and working is basically pointless. But
yes, that's
exactly.
So why would we
One at a time.
Why would we give them more money if they can just?
But I'm saying it doesn't make any sense. Your source is wrong.
No,
Because
it's not.
then
It's
how
definitely
people work.
not wrong.
It's not.
People are working.
It's why they
They're
don't
doing
want to
stuff.
work. They don't want to work because instead of making minimum wage like $7 or $10, they're making
Well,
20.
there are a lot
That's
of
over
people-
double.
And they don't have to do anything.
There are a lot of people who do work minimum wage jobs and make a living off of it. So there's literally no people that work minimum wage jobs then. There's no people who do it. Why would you do that then?
Exactly.
That's
No,
Exactly.
that's
Why don't
why
you
your
go
source is wrong.
Tell a homeless person.
That's
You're
what I'm saying.
literally helping
You don't
them.
get $20 a freaking
Exactly.
hour.
They're
Not
misusing
welfare.
welfare. Exactly. That's
That
our
was
main
our
argument.
argument.
That's what our
You
argument
just
is.
helped us in
Yeah.
our
Our
argument.
Thank you.
source says
You can join our team if you want.
2,500 a year. And you guys are saying you get like 40,000.
That's
not
everything
Actually,
totaled up.
that is what
everything
we're
totaled up.
Where's your proof that it's not true?
from our source.
Alright,
So you're saying
What
our
source
source
is
is
that?
false because you think your source is
correct.
correct.
No, yours is true and ours is false. And ours isn't
My
true.
.gov.
Ours is
It don't matter.
Ow! This is right.
Exactly. You don't know.
So when you say they misuse welfare, it sounds like you're saying everyone in poverty is misusing welfare. Which
Okay,
is
most
not
people
true.
misuse welfare.
When
What
you're
about
making
not
that
everyone
much
What about the
money,
people who
they're
don't
sitting on it.
misuse welfare?
They get a job. They work.
They don't live off
And they have
welfare.
enough money that the government gives them to live anyways. If they don't misuse it, if they don't misuse it, then they have enough to live. The other people who do misuse it, they need more, but they shouldn't get more because they're misusing it.
We showed them that one.
But like, do you have any actual like statistics that show that most people misuse it? Like,
Yes, we do. We have a few graphs here.
Grass, baby.
Can you see your graph?
enlighten me.
I can't read that far. Maybe you need to explain the graph because there's a lot of people in this room, so maybe you need to explain.
Alright.
Can we use a smart board?
Second. We gotta make these bigger.
Sunlight.
Riley, maybe just summarize what the graph shows or what the results of the graph show.
Alright, so it shows that, oh, sorry.
And where did you find the graph?
Zach, can you
A
answer
dot
that?
Hey, Doc,
1 second.
So, so we have like, there's two things, and one of them is counting government assistance in taxes, and the other one is not counting that, and the ones that aren't, it goes higher. So that's like showing how, like people, or, I don't know.
You explained that terrible.
I can't read it all.
People are exceeding more by doing it by themselves than getting government help.
Yeah. People that are like living kind of on the poverty line, I guess, end up doing better and making more money than the people who are using the welfare, and that's because they're actually trying to get a job and stuff. The people that use the welfare, it's pretty close to them, but they aren't even working, and they're not even working, and then they're still getting close to the same amount as people who are, and if they just put some effort in and actually work, they wouldn't need the welfare. They're too lazy to do it.
I have a question. If you guys say that you get $46,000 a year for poverty, then how come the poverty line is at $24,000 a year? Then everyone will get more than that, so there'd be no poverty. So if everyone's getting $46,000 a year, then poverty wouldn't exist.
Wait, time out. We didn't say 46,000. We said like
Yes, we said like something around 40,000. I heard it.
We said 43,000.
Where'd you get that?
Well, 43,000.
Oh wait, so can you have the question again, please?
With this
If
true.
people are getting $42,000 a year for being in poverty, then how come the poverty line is at like 24,000 and people who are making less than that whenever they can just get $43,000 for?
Because they're misusing it.
Because
Like we
people
already
that
said,
are in
they're
poverty don't
misusing
all
it.
get to use welfare. Like not everyone that is struggling gets to use welfare. You can still have a job and like make minimum wage, and then it won't give you welfare because you have a decent job to keep yourself supported. So then they're on that poverty line because their job doesn't pay enough.
I
But the
think that
government
people
won't
would
help
rather
them.
people rather work than like get free money.
Do
that
you have a
take more
percentage
than
of
that.
the people misusing it, or is it just like, like a certain percent of
99.999.
people that are on welfare? I didn't hear what you said.
99.99.
Greater than
No,
29%,
Zach,
I can tell you that.
Okay.
What's the percentage of people who actually have a job versus people
50%.
50%
of like
that have
all
like
people?
that have like jobs that are in poverty.
So
or
it's 50-50.
crazy.
Okay, so 50% of people living in poverty have jobs. Is that what you're
Sure.
saying?
Yeah.
And then the other 50 is sitting on welfare.
Yes.
So then the majority, it would be half and half, and it wouldn't be the majority of people sitting on poverty.
You're literally, no, your
No,
entire,
I
No, let's
wait.
change,
It's all
51%.
You can't do that.
you can
Actually, it
round up.
is because the point makes it 51.
So is it 51%
51.
in poverty that has jobs? And
Through all ages.
that have jobs or that don't have jobs.
Without government assistance.
Oh, sorry.
51% without government assistance.
So you don't have a percentage.
Never mind.
Okay. So I was asking.
Okay, I'd like to hear another argument from either side.
It's their turn, I think.
Okay.
Have they given two?
No,
We already done our first one. Yes, we did our second
Brock
argument.
did one.
Or did our second one. Okay, our first
Original.
argument is, if we spend more money on schooling, there would be less people needing money for welfare that would be in poverty. So for example, it said in 2016, the government spent $620 billion on schooling, and they spent $732 billion on welfare that year. So if we take just a little bit that we spend on welfare and spend more on schooling, I think there'd be less people needing welfare because they're getting a good education. Where did I hear that?
You read it, didn't you?
U.S. government spending.gov.
Okay.
Is that education like overall, or is that just like K through 12?
K-12.
That's K-12.
High school education.
Okay.
Well, even though you get schooling, does not mean that you're guaranteed to get jobs too. Like a lot of people, there's not enough jobs going on for everyone. So some people, they'll get all of their education and they'll go try to find a job, and pretty much all of them will be already taken for their job area. So they just have to wait to get another job. If you spend more money on the schooling and take away from people in poverty, then that would not be good, because then you would not give enough money to people who need to find a job that is taken to survive while trying to find a different job.
I guarantee you McDonald's is always hiring.
Bingo.
I guarantee you that.
Well, let's
talking about
enforce there's like so many
12
job
here.
openings, and that's just a small town. Imagine like a bigger town where there's more jobs available. That's
I can account for the McDonald's, and you do not start at minimum wage.
It's just a matter of like applying yourself after high school instead of just.
Yeah, and we're just
Instead
talking
of
about K
just
through
sitting
12.
around.
So you're not going to like major in something, so you don't have a specific job field. You can go out and do like whatever your like qualifications get you to.
And that's probably true. There probably is some people that can't get jobs, but I bet you a lot of people are just, they don't want to put in the work. Like Hannah said, if you just go out and apply to places, eventually you're going to get a job. But if you don't try and apply, you're not going to get a job. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
If you go to McDonald's, they're not going to give you enough money to survive off of comfortably.
Hannah just
But
said
they're above minimum
or
wage.
Sam or Hannah
They're
just said they
above
pay more than minimum wage.
Well, minimum wage is so low that even if you give them a little bit more, it's still not enough at all.
That's not what you originally
I
said.
just
though.
started in April, and I'm getting like $9.50 an hour.
And that's
at
not what you
McDonald's.
How much is that a year?
So you're saying no one lives off
I do the
minimum
math.
wage?
You have to
90
work
times
the hours.
365, I don't know.
It's per hour. It's not a salary.
Per hour, 10
Well, I bet you that if you worked full-time at McDonald's, you would pretty much not be at the average income and almost be in poverty. Because
Okay,
like
but you'd
more
still have
employees that are in
enough to
poverty.
Yeah.
Everyone that I work with, or I used to work with, they are well above the poverty line.
I had friends who worked in my hometown where they worked like full-time at minimum wage, well, close to minimum wage jobs like KFC, and they had no money at all.
Then they don't know how to spend their money.
Yeah, that's just their own
But
problem for
also,
not.
And your argument-
Right.
your
We're
argument
going
wasn't
against our
even that.
team.
Your argument was that some people couldn't get jobs. Now you're saying that if they do get jobs, they don't make enough. What's your argument now? Because you're changing it every second.
Good jobs then.
Name one person
But
that
that's
has
why
to
we
spend
want to
their
put
money
more
right.
money into schooling, because then if you have a higher education, you can get a better job.
there's not enough good jobs for everyone. There's a lot of crappy ones.
That's why.
Okay, but a
That's
job
why-
is
but
a
a
job.
crappy job
still
still
get
get
money.
get a better
You're going
education
to
college.
college.
Hey,
Just more
What?
overtime.
Pick an argument, please. You have like 4 of them right now.
Roasted.
I stand on my argument.
Which
What
one?
is it?
You guys,
Which one?
wait. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going back and forth right now, and just to bring everybody back down to reality, if you worked at $9.50 for 40 hours a week, all 52 weeks of the year, it would, and this is without taxes being taken out, without all that other stuff, it's under 20,000 a
Yeah, that's
year.
poverty. That's the poverty line.
So that's just bringing everybody
probably
back
like
to
a 20%.
reality, okay? Okay, so
My
maybe we
point-
need to go with a different argument.
Which
and-
point?
What?
He said his point was proven.
And which one out of the
Well,
five?
which one of his 6 points was proven?
Okay, let's.
All of them?
Alright, I wanna hear another argument.
Okay,
from
we're
the
gonna
yes
read
side.
one.
Just hit puberty again.
Okay. The people that are utilizing SNAP receive less money for food than average American, and SNAP was made to give American citizens that are less fortunate a more normal or average lifestyle. Without more funding, it isn't possible to give each person using SNAP more money or for more food.
Once again, like, why would we spend money that we don't have?
Exactly, we're $22 million. Wait,
Trillion.
22 trillion, sorry. Not that big of a
By
difference.
taking out that.
And it increases by like 100,000 every 10 seconds, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, that's what they're
We are-
arguing. We don't have the funding or the money to give.
We already spend $1 trillion on everything contributing to welfare.
And that's, let me check, if we're $20 trillion in debt and we're spending $1 trillion, that's 5% we're spending on welfare right now, so it's 5% of our debt. So, might not seem like a lot, but it is.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Welfare.
What's your source?
5% of our debt is
The
welfare.
USDebtClock.org. That's all the debt.
Do you wanna see it?
No.
It counts up.
We also use thebalance.com.
That's just wondering.
So what do you have to say to that?
Why are you just looking over here?
What do you guys have to say to that?
The U.S. Everyone, well, the U.S. has a lot of debt already, and no matter what we do, we're just gonna go further into debt with anything.
So you're saying we can't even try to get out of debt? We should
Not
just
really,
keep-
we're in like
we should
further
just
out
keep
of
getting
debt.
out of debt.
We're already there.
What are you saying?
Okay, so but you're still saying that we should still spend more money
You're
on
saying
poverty
just
when
get
we're
more
that
on
far
that.
in debt?
Okay, yes side, maybe this would be a good time to come up with where the money could be taken from.
From the military.
What,
No,
from the military?
Military.
From the military, are you
And
kidding?
then they just buy the US.
Let's have no military.
Let's just take away the military.
No military, baby.
Wait,
no, it'd be good because they
Hang
kill our
on.
citizens.
Guys,
When we
I
did
think
it.
we need to be reminded of, remember that list of things that we came up with for class discussions? Okay, I think we need to be reminded of that. So I think we're kind of done with sarcastic comments, okay? I'm glad you guys are getting so excited, but we need to still be respectful and listen to each other. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, Logan, continue.
Sure.
So the military taking $598.5 billion. I'm not saying we need to cut the military, but maybe not spend as much to make it bigger and maybe focus more on diplomatic ways to deal with problems.
What
Not
was
force
our
and
country
killing.
trying to
Wait, so
What was the number of the
Wasn't that
funding?
half of the, how much is the military getting?
Yeah. What was that?
It's 54% of all federal spending,
Which is?
$598.5 billion.
Okay, but we're already spending $1 trillion on welfare.
So it's double the amount.
Well, you have to take into account what is more important, having force to hurt people or actually helping people.
Force is not
Well,
protect us.
helping
They
out.
protect us, they don't
protecting
hurt
us.
us. We don't pay people to hurt us.
Well,
Yeah, the parties won't even be
we can
there.
use diplomatic ways.
We wouldn't even have America if we wouldn't have military,
Because the
to
military
keep us
is like-
safe.
Yeah, fighting for us, so it's easier to save.
Let's just theoretically say that we cut the military spending and put more in welfare. It'll get some people out of poverty, but what happens when a country attacks us? And we all go into poverty because they
Well,
bomb us.
What also happens to the soldiers getting paid? And if we cut their budget in half,
They're gonna be in
Well,
poverty.
if you give plenty of people in poverty, they can maybe be more healthy to go into the military in the first place. A lot of people can't go in because they don't have money to survive
So you're saying
Okay,
that
but
and live well.
You can go into the military right out of high school.
Now
Yeah.
you're saying that more people can go into the
so
military.
it's gonna cut every budget in half.
You know you can go into the military
saying
right
you
out of
get
high school.
One at a time.
If you give money to people in poverty, then they can grow up and go into the military, which means gives us more soldiers.
Okay, so we're just gonna cut soldiers.
But why would they?
Why-
Why would they go into the military if they're not gonna get paid as
yeah,
much?
if we cut the budget in half.
When they can make like way more if you want to increase their
No one
welfare.
will want to join the military because there'll be no money for them to get.
And also, our first point was if we spend more on schooling, well, you can go to the military right after high school, so
Yeah.
why would we need to increase the amount we're spending on welfare just to get people to go to the military? And that's not even a guarantee. You don't know that if you raise the welfare, you're gonna have a bunch of people that get out of poverty, are gonna go into the military. You don't know that. Nobody knows that. That's their choice.
Well, it would give people more chances to. I mean, nothing is guaranteed.
Exactly. Nothing is guaranteed.
Nothing is guaranteed in
If they're physically capable, everyone has the chance to go into the military.
Most of these arguments are based on theoretical things too.
Everyone has a
Think
chance
about it.
right now. It's just how they choose to take it.
Should I? Yeah, should I? Do it. But like, how many veterans also end up in poverty after serving?
Honestly, I don't know, but
Do you have
if
a number for that?
No,
We're asking you.
we didn't talk about the military.
You guys brought up the military.
Yeah.
So,
And also, wait, what was the question you said again?
How many veterans end up in poverty?
We don't know, but if we cut the spending of the military, that causes more to go into poverty.
No, because you give them money after they get out of poverty to be able to survive after they go to the military.
So they go into the military, become poverty, they get more money to get out of
no
poverty.
one will join the military if they're not getting paid.
So you're saying this is somebody's
Well,
plan,
veterans
join the
are
military, go
dying.
into poverty, leave.
Whoa,
just to
that-
get
that's
back.
already-
What?
that's a terrible thing to
One
say.
way.
Really?
Veterans
No,
are dying
I'm
anyway.
saying,
No.
They fought for our country, sir. You need to respect that.
I'm saying they're not getting money when they're veterans because if they're in poverty when they are out of the military, they don't survive.
You just said
No,
they're
we're
gonna
not
die
saying
anyway.
that.
Poverty, you're
I
helping
quote,
the people in the military.
They're just gonna die
When you go to the
anyway.
military, you can like get free college.
Yeah, they will
That'll
like
help
get
you
you
out
more
of poverty.
schooling when you join the military. So after your service and after all that schooling, you can go out and get a good job.
Well, this goes back to my point where it's not enough
What?
for everyone.
What?
Your
What?
point of what?
How there's not jobs for everyone?
Yeah.
There's always jobs.
Well, there's gonna be more
When you
jobs,
go
so you
to
can have a
college-
better
Like I said,
education.
McDonald's is always hiring.
When you
They're
go
always
to
hiring.
college, you will be able to get a major and a minor and stuff like that, and then you'll be able to get a job that you specialize in.
That takes time to do, and they can't be in the military all the
That
time.
military.
Yes,
is
they
very
can go
college.
through schooling while in the